Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is Thursday. It is the new moon. The energies, yeah, everything's, well, when you look at the charts, everything's going forward, everything's fast. We are in a forward energy motion. And as we are moving in this forward energy motion, this is where it's a lot of energy all at once, and where we can take the reins of things, of our own life, and it's a sense of freshness and newness in the air. And that's what Aries season is. Aries is the springtime. It is the fire starter, the trend center, the entrepreneur. This is where we want to go forward. Now, the thing is, of course, there's a thing. Of course, there is a thing. Just a thing. Just a little thing, and that's Chiron. Chiron makes it different, makes it not maybe the way you think you want it to look like, but it could be even better. And it's like, I want this to be this way. I want it to look like this. Or I want, it didn't work out for me. So I'm going to take a break right now. This isn't the energy to take a break. This is the energy to really move forward and start to produce and do what it is that you want to create. Yeah, okay. Our PM, dickhead, came out and you know, oh, there's going to be a food shortage. There's an economic crisis on you. Well, no shit, Sherlock's. Where the fuck have you been for the last 3-4 years? Really, awakening, but it's these this is where it's like, same with when the pandemic came, and they wanted to do all the lockdowns, and they, all of that crazy. That the thing is that even with all of that, there was still, let's get going, let's do what we need to do. Let's not halt our dreams and our desires. Yeah, I get, like, oh, well, it's hard, we're not doing this, or this isn't working, but the energy's there. It's there. It's not going to be the way that you think it is. It's going to be weird, and it's going to be a little bit obscure and nutty, but you got to continue going forward. You want to start creating something more, or start putting out. I mean, here comes Taurus, putting out there. This is where it's this in igniting us and moving us into a energy of forward motion, and having us. My husband's bringing me food. He's always bringing me food. Having us go into a motion of passion. Who is that you really want to be, and how can you start to live your life as that person now? And this is might be, and I remember there are things that I do remember, a long time ago, and I was teaching a class, and we were talking about, okay, I want to be my own, I want to do what I love to do, and bring in my own unique style. Well, what is that unique style? And this is where you start to discover, like, you might be walking here. This is where my thoughts going. You might be walking down the street, and you see this person, and they're dressed in some really funky clothes, and they look really cool, and you're like, oh man, I wish I could do that. Why not? Why can't you do that? What is stopping you from putting those bangles on? What's stopping you from wearing that bright yellow t-shirt that you just love to wear? What's stopping you? Only you. And this is where it's like, how can you start to live your life as that person now? How can you start? There are so many freaking excuses out there for us now. We can say, oh, we might get the Omnicord 3.0. Well, you might get it or you might not. Like, you still got to live your life. This is coming out of the fear. And I know we have been shell shocked for the last 2.5 years. We've been forced and to do things sometimes that maybe you didn't want to do, but the energies are open now. And Aries, fiery energy is associated with leadership, asserting yourself, your ideas, and pursuing whatever makes you feel the most passionate. In amongst, oh my God, they might drop a bomb. Okay, they might drop a bomb, but they ain't dropping it now. Get off your ass. It's time to get motivated. It's time to get moving. It's not time to sit there and say, "Oh, maybe I'm going to wait and maybe no, 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 no. This is forward motion. This is getting things going. Unexpected doors are going to open for you. Unexpected ways are going to come in that you just don't expect something and it happens. This is it, without worrying what others are doing and what they will think. That's the Aries energy. Don't worry about what others are going to think about it. This is might be where you're looking at and you're saying, yeah, you know what? I want to start heading towards and doing van life. Why not? Start exploring. What do I need to do van life? What do I need to do to create my own life? And a life on the road, what does that look like? How much money do I need? And start work, not to get scared of it all. Excuse me. This is where it's getting us into that alignment of creating. If no one is doing exactly what you want to be doing yet, then maybe it doesn't mean that it can't be done, but that you are the one who is supposed to lead the way and show that it can. Maybe you are the one. Maybe you're the one who has to get up and teach that class. Or maybe, there's, I just got a pressure canner, right? And it's like, okay, well, let's look at some classes. Let's look at what do I need to know about this? And start diving into it. It's not a time to sit and be scared and sit on the sidelines and bite your nails and think, oh, well, maybe this is going to happen. Well, maybe it will and maybe it won't. But you don't know till you try. You can sit there scared in your pants, worrying about, oh my God, the sky's going to fall. I don't know. It's not, this is a forward motion. This is your life, and you don't need anyone else's permission to pursue what you love. Even if you cannot just wake up and do it tomorrow, you can set the intentions and begin to slowly do your step by step. It's doing those little steps that are getting you towards what you need to do. Getting those little things. It's like, okay, what do I need? I want a pressure can. So what do I need? Well, I got the pressure canner. Now I got to go get the jars and I got to go get some supplies. Well, I may not be able to get it all at once, but I can start getting a little bit at a time in order to do what it is that I need to do. That's the beauty of it. Everybody wants to, but I just want to do it now. I want it all to come together now. It's like me and planting these little seeds. Some are sprouting, some aren't sprouting, but they're slow in coming. And then the next morning I wake up and there's these little sprouts that are just, these little things are just wisping, coming out of the dirt. And that's what it is. That's where this new moon is. That's where this energy is. And this is where it's like to begin slowly, put the pieces in place so that the day eventually does come when you are free to express yourself 100% on your own terms. This is taking those steps. I love watching the people with van life, right? And I mean, it didn't happen all at once. They planned it out. It wasn't like, oh, we're selling everything and then we hop in a van and off we go. No, they researched it. It's not going off and being willy-nilly about things, but it's going off and looking at the steps of what it is that you want to do and creating it. So you want to become a tarot reader. Okay, maybe you need to take a class. Maybe you need to buy a tarot deck. These are the things. And this is where the energy is. We have this energy that's having us to go forward. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on that positive energy because everything is going fast. And we have it between this new moon and the next new moon, which will be in Taurus, and it will be a partial eclipse. Hey, let's do it now and not focus on some other stuff. Yeah, things are crazy. We got a dumbass PM. They got a dumbass president. There's shit happening, right? A lot of shit is happening out there, and I can list it off. So it's like even with the pressure canning or preserving or looking at the things that you want to start doing in your life. Yeah, let's start doing it. I'm going to be making apple pies today. Haven't done them in a long time, but you know what? Co-op had a sale, 2 for $7. So I bought the pie shells instead of me trying to make the pie shells. So I bought a bunch so I can make some pies and have some pies. Now I'm going to freeze a couple and then, bake up some. You know what? That's what it's all about. Taking that time. So, who is it that you really want to be? And what are 3 ways you can start to live your life as the elevated version of yourself now? What are 3 ways? What are 3 ways? It's same with my business. I can sit and mope and say, "Oh, you know what? This happened to me and, and that happened to me and blah blah blah." And I can go down the misery road very easily, trust me. But it's like, "Nah, you know what? I'm not going there. I'm going to look at the things I can start doing. Some things I cannot control and they're totally out of my hands. But you know what? I got a lot of guardian angels around me that have blessed me in ways far beyond that I could ever repay those people that have come in and blessed me. And I am so honored. And that is because, you know what? As my husband says, we do our prayers. We give thanks each and every day for all that we have and all that is on the way. We release all that that we can't deal with. We got to release it. And as we release it, we ask for the Holy Spirit to come forth. And that's part of it. Yeah, there's going to be bumps and craziness that are going to come. But you know what? We can do this and we can get through this because we are children of the universe. We are stardust. We have that within our veins and we need to start shining. And what makes you feel most passionate about your life and work? And how can you turn away the obstacles that keep you from focusing more on that? Let's focus on the things that are going to keep you motivated and keep you going. And that's how we're going to get through all of this. It's going to start now. This is our new year. This is our new start. This is our passion. We're going to start doing this. And let's see where we're going to be in a year. Where will we be? Where do you want to be in a year from now? Where do you want to be in 18 months from now? Let's start putting that out because that's how powerful this new moon is. This new moon is an activation. What do you want to start activating? You can read all, you know what? Hey, I know what's happening with Disney. I know there's a bunch of fucked up, woke up people that are, doing stupid shit. But you know what? That's not where I'm going to focus my values on. I know what I need to stop in my life or stop having in my life. And that could be not paying for my Disney Plus subscription anymore. And saying, you know what? Sorry, bye-bye, you're gone. Because that's not what I'm supporting. I'm not putting my money towards that. I'm putting my money towards something different. And I'm going to take that and put it towards something I really love to do. You know what? That's where it all starts. And that's where we all gotta go. That's where we start. That's where we all have to start going. So on that note, I don't want my breakfast, brunch, lunch to get cold because it's so yummy. I'll show you what he made. It's a lot of food. This is what he made. So, my husband is feeling well when he's starting to make food for us, right? Why do I feel so drained for the past 3 weeks? Why do you feel so drained? Well, there's a lot of energy there, a lot of changes. We have a lot of draining that's happening with our spleen right now, a lot of activation with the spleen, and the spleen is the attachment to the earth. Are you grounding yourself? Are you releasing yourself from the toxins that are in your life? And what can you do to change it. That's a huge one. Yeah, there's a lot of energy that's draining right now. I agree with it. With the things they're talking about the war, um, with what Putin's doing and what Biden and all the other bullshit. But this is, you know what? Yeah, it's taking that step forward. Spring is here. What's going to help you to feel more alive? And it could be going for a walk. It could be putting on a funny movie. It could be that you are standing up and just shaking it all out. And then you have to sit back down because you're tired. It's honoring where you are. And yeah, it has been a draining couple weeks. And yes, I'm not going to lie that, it's still intense energy, but there's a forward motion with all of the energies that are coming in, and taking that forward motion and taking those steps. And as I said, that doesn't have to be giant steps. It could be buying a pack of seed and some soil and a pot and planting some seeds, getting your hands in the dirt. That's what it could be. It could be drinking more water, whatever it is. We've had some big conjunctions. We're going to have some more big conjunctions, right? That are going to happen. And it is intense. And there is a lot of detoxing that's happening within our bodies right now. And especially as a lot of activation is happening as well. So it's taking and doing the small things. And I know I get drained too. I mean, it's been a fucked up month. March has. Just saying, it didn't start off the way I wanted to start. I didn't exactly want my husband to have a stroke, but we're heading into something new as April is coming here. So we've gone from where he was laying in the hospital to now, hey, he's walking. He made me breakfast. Things are looking up. But it's the small things, right? It's the small things. Been drinking lots of tea, right on. At first, when I looked at that, I said, luckily I read the whole thing. When they said being drinking, I was just going to say, you've been drinking, drinking lots of tea. And that's the same here. I've been drinking my Zen. Having a Zen tea in the evening has been really helpful. And just doing those steps, it's taking that time. Some days are great. Some days I feel like shit, but I just got to say, thank God I have a guardian angel that came through for us and really helped us today. And miracles happen. Let go of grievances and choose miracles. That's my motto. It's on the back of all my business cards, and so let go of the grievances and choose miracles and give it up to the Holy Spirit and ask for inner peace and a miracle. And sometimes you have to say that a million and one times a day, and understand that you do it. And sometimes you have to take your GPS and say, you know what, reroute. Gotta do this. And you know what? It's just taking that time. But we have the energies. You know me. If the energies are there, take the fucking energies and run. Okay? I know there's more bullshit to come from the powers that be of this earth. But you know what? We have our own internal power, and that's what we got to do. So wake up, stand up. Let's get going and let's do our thing. So I'm going to send you guys out with so much blessing. My readings are on sale right now. For 1 hour, it's $90. So if you want to book in, let me know. I'm basically booking in on Saturdays. Right now, I am not doing any evening readings at all. It's just I can't. Classes will resume. We'll see how April goes, but my classes will resume in May, and we will be looking at different classes starting up in May, including the shamanic astrology, spiritual clearing, karmic release. We're looking at the angel alchemy course. We have a few other courses that I've been looking at to bring back and teach as well. So sending you guys out so much love. Have a great one. And we will talk to you all tomorrow. Blessed be everybody. Bye-bye.